are live.
Hello, both.
Hello.
Both Facebooks.
Both Facebooks. It's Mickey's and it's mine. Hey guys, what's going on?
Just jumping online as we are finally together.
Yay.
To give a little reflection on what's been going on lately. Talk about our reflections of the last Sexpo, the questions we got asked, and obviously our favorite topic, full body energy orgasms. And if anyone on my mind doesn't know that this is the beautiful EJ Love, we run the full body energy orgasm workshops together, and lots of fun to be had.
Lots and lots of juicy fun. Can you guys hear us okay? Comment and let us know that you can hear us, because we're in a public place and it's a little bit loud, but I hope it's all good. So we have just been putting the final planning touches on our full body energy orgasm workshop that we're running this Saturday in Sydney, on the 7th of July. So we're really excited about that, super excited. And we wanted to just touch on a few things about that and share that some I guess reflections about Sexpo, because it was really interesting to see some of the common questions that we got asked. No, we're not in Sydney now. Yeah, okay, awesome. Thank you, Jasmine. We're in Sydney. I'm coming on Friday and Mickey's going to be there Thursday. So if you want to get sessions while we're there, we'll pop our websites in the comments, and then you can see the different sessions, because our work's quite different, but it's in the realm of sexuality and tantra and orgasms and sexual healing. So we both offer some similar stuff, but also some really different stuff as well. So one of the common questions that I got asked, and it was quite funny actually, was, are you a magical being that can make people have orgasms without being touched? There was a bit of, I guess, unbelievability that this was actually possible to experience energy orgasms without any kind of physical touch, or specifically any genital touch. And the answer to this is, yes, I'm magical, but so are you, and so is everyone. And that everyone can give, receive, and experience these types of orgasms. So that's why we're doing the workshop, is to teach that, to show people that, is to give people a real live experience to know that it's possible for you. So that's what we're going to be doing. That's kind of the point of it. But also lots of beautiful other benefits like pleasure and healing. And one of the other questions I found was really interesting was, a lot of the men wanted to know the science behind it. Like, you know, it was probably a little bit maybe woo-woo, but for some people to understand, and also this like, oh, it's not real, like this kind of thing. Yet Mickey was blindfolded and earplugged. And fortunately, Mickey's a total science nerd. So she had a great explanation. So I thought what would be really cool is if, and I promised some of the people there that came to Sexpo that we would talk about, I would get Mickey to talk on a live stream about the science behind full body energy orgasm. So take it away.
So yeah, that's always my favorite thing, is explaining the science behind this, because it was really interesting being at Sexpo to try and put it in a nutshell for people what this is. And it went from people giggling and laughing, thinking of it some woo-woo thing, to, oh, holy shit, that makes sense. So in a nutshell, with the full body energy orgasms, what we're doing essentially is, the science behind it is, your sexual energy is life force energy. If you believe that we live in a vibrational universe, which is down to every little atom that makes up fundamentally everything within the universe, including us, it's all vibrating at different levels and frequencies. And we live in a time and an age where we are starting to understand this concept, you know, raise your vibration, raise your frequency. We understand that different levels of frequencies and vibrations create different levels of density, which create the third dimension, you know, and above. And energy is just vibrating at a different frequency, quicker than the eye can see. If you are tuned in enough to this, you can be able to actually see the energetics going on around us. And you know, those are things like people who can see auras and stuff like this. So the metaphysical science is truly catching up with the woo-woo to explain how this is a reality and the energetic world more so than exists. And once we have that fundamental basis of understanding that truth, then understanding how we can then take that sexual energy, when we take away the conditioning, the programming, the beliefs that we have set around this form of energy, and we can release that, we can then move that energy in different areas of the body to not only create flow within the meridian channels, to release any blockages within our energetic system, to create health and vitality within the body. And the funny thing is what this is essentially doing on a cellular level is it literally raising your vibration, because it's releasing the density off your cells and getting them to come back into their homeostasis, which is that higher vibration. So if you are one of those high vibe tribe people and you want to know the fastest way to raise your vibrational frequency, it's a full body energy orgasm. It's the reclamation of your life force energy. And that is truly the science. Like, when you understand that, it's truly beautiful, and you can let go of all the things you think it is and really allow this energy to flow how it's meant to flow. Yeah.
Yay! So hopefully that's going to put some minds at ease, or some more understanding around the science behind it, knowing that it's not just some spiritual woo-woo whacked out kind of experience, that there is science behind it. And yeah, I just love that it really is a great way to heal. At the end of the day, there's such powerful healing, and I always say that, you know, the pleasure is a pathway to healing, and healing is a pathway to more pleasure. They really go hand in hand, and this is why we do sexual healing. But I just noticed that Donald Clifford said that they need both EJ and Mickey in Melbourne.
Yes.
You know, we were literally just talking about that because I posted about this event, the Sydney event, and I had so many people from Melbourne like ask me, when are you guys coming to Melbourne? And I haven't really had it on my radar, but because so many of you from Melbourne, I mean, let us know, are you from Melbourne, and do you want us to come there? Actually, if you're from anywhere at all in the world, in Australia, let us know if you would love us to run this workshop somewhere where you are, and just going to have to geek you even more. I love it. Love it, yeah. Write what city you're in, or where you, write, like, just let us know, like, okay, so for example, Adelaide, and then let us know about other things. Yeah, Trudy, actually Adelaide Sexpo, Mickey's going to be at Adelaide Sexpo doing this stuff, teaching this stuff at Adelaide Sexpo, so it won't be like a full workshop yet, but highly recommend that you go along. That's the 10th to 12th of August. What else? Yeah, and there's something else on the
Byron Bay. Yeah, there's another one.
Byron Bay. Well, Gold Coast. Would you come to Gold Coast? Is the question there. Would you come to Gold Coast? Because
Melbourne.
Stay in Sydney.
Melbourne.
Well, we're going to be in Sydney from this weekend. This from Thursday and Friday till the following Tuesday. So I have 2 days available for actual one-on-one sessions if you can't make the event, and Mickey has a few days available, I think Friday.
Yeah, I have a couple
Sunday,
spaces,
Monday.
Friday, Sunday, and Monday.
Yeah, so if you are wanting to book actual sessions, then I highly recommend that you jump on our websites, which will pop up, and then you can have a look there and book via our websites. But we do get booked up, so you'll want to probably book quickly if you can. Yeah, I haven't even advertised yet. But yeah.
No, if you want to come along and learn more about this, like I saw some people still had some geeky questions. I'm all about that. We can go deeper into the science of this. You can go into the experiencing it. It all interlinks together, and yeah, it's all about awakening to our life force energy at the end of the day.
Yeah, yeah, and the other thing also is that I'm really passionate about is the emotional healing aspect. So one of the things that because I have a lot of clients coming to me that want to become more orgasmic, but they're really numb and they're really disconnected from their bodies. And the reason for that is because a lot of their traumas and emotional blocks, shame, guilt, anger, is really held in the body, and they have to be really willing to release some of these old traumas and wounds. So that's some of the stuff that we'll be doing at the workshop, is doing some emotional release work to get back into the body and to really start feeling again and start cracking open your heart and releasing the armor that's still sitting there that's needing to be released. So, you know, orgasm just isn't about the pleasure, it's that aspect of, you know, really being in the body, which holds all the wisdom. And so often, and I've kind of been going through a process myself at the moment in terms of even getting into my body even more and choosing from that place instead of being up in my head all the time and trying to figure out my decisions and trying to decide and trying to get things right all the time, right? It's like the magic of actually being in your body is really incredible. So that's a big piece that's also coming through to share at the workshop, and this is a lot of the work that I do in my sessions as well. And I feel like there's definitely more to share on that, but for now I think that's it.
There's one more thing, and the other thing that I'm really passionate about this is the permission piece, to know that you can have orgasms in more than just your genitals. You can have heart orgasms, you can have third eye orgasms, you can have orgasms from touching your arm, you can have orgasms from breathing. Like, we are orgasmic beings, and it's about reclaiming our ability to feel pleasure, the potential for pleasure within every cell of our body, beyond the genitals. That is the biggest piece, is the permission piece to know that this is available to you. Yeah.
Right. Okay, I've got one more thing too. Yeah, thank you for that. Sometimes Mickey and I will share and she'll inspire me to share something else and vice versa. So we could be on here forever, but we're not. Last thing, we'll try and make the last thing. Okay. There's a big piece around that I want to share around healing and re-traumatizing. So a lot of people are looking for these big, massive experiences to heal themselves. And sometimes the nervous system is not ready for this. So you might try and go and do something where you go in and you get this big deep healing, you shift all the stuff, and there's like a snapback because, and you might get re-wounded, re-traumatized because your nervous system is not ready, right? The nervous system fries, it can't handle it, it's too much, you know, but people are looking for these big healing experiences because they want to get out of the pain and suffering. The great thing about the full body energy orgasm is it's gentle in a way that it's working with what you're ready for, and it's not like a big intensive experience. I mean, that can happen where it's a big massive amount of pleasure, but I feel like with it, it's taking you in a much more gentle way, rather than needing to go and do these big full-on processes that may actually, like where you may freeze or flight, this kind of thing, where this is not going to send you far enough in there. And something I'm really big on with the work that I do with my clients is not like really knowing what someone's ready for. So this is one of the things we do in our sessions at workshops, is we tap into what are the people, what are you ready for, or like and going, knowing where to go with what you're ready for, and being really strong on that, because we don't, really big on not re-traumatizing, but working with your nervous system. So I think that's really important. There's a lot of workshops out there that they can be re-traumatizing, particularly in the tantra space. So sometimes taking things really gently is actually going to get you the result for the long term, because you're going to do it gently over time. So the key for us is to, maybe we won't give you the massive big experience that you're looking for, but we're going to give you the tools and the practices and the knowledge that you're going to take away with you, that you're going to keep embodying over time, every day, and do these little practices that are going to shift you, and rather than re-traumatizing or snapping you back, or going back into more shame and things like that. So it's a really big piece I think I really needed to add there. And it's really important, particularly if you're doing any kind of tantra or sexual healing work, is understanding that. And yeah, so that's something we really bring to our sessions and to our workshops.
Because it's about the journey, right? It's not about the goal.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, well, I think that will do us for now, or we'll keep talking.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. And again, remember to let us know where you are and if you want us to come and visit you for sessions. And and also I'm coming to Perth. Okay, one more thing. Oh my god, okay, I can't put any restrictions on these things. Perth, I'm coming to Perth end of July, end of July, so if you want sessions and you're in Perth, let me know. I'll be coming there, and Mickey may be joining me as well, but that's to be decided yet.
Yes, there's potential for Melbourne and Perth, and there's definitely going to be in Adelaide, so yeah, DM
and Gold
us.
Coast.
Yeah, and Gold Coast, obviously. All right, lovelies. Just, yeah, we'll put our websites in there. We'll put the workshop in there. If you are in Sydney and you still want to come, we've got a couple of spots left. So have a beautiful day, guys.
Much love to you all, and orgasms.